So, YouTube, the FTC. Yeah.
Make their head drop.
Hey, welcome to another video, and if you're looking for my perspective on YouTube and the FTC, find me on Facebook. I wrote a little diatribe on there. I'm not going to really comment about it on here because I want to reserve this for good stuff, happy stuff. But yes, there will be changes. There will be changes coming forward on this channel. You're going to notice some things that are different. To start, I now have a Patreon account. And I don't want to turn this into a Patreon discussion, so please do go to patreon.com/CINCYNerd to find out more about that. But what you can expect is that these videos, these haul videos, discussion videos, whatnot, will continue to be free. If you are in the position to help the channel grow, you can actually become a patron and you will receive exclusive content and benefits. So I'll leave it at that. Check out patreon.com/CINCYNerd. But let's move on to the pickups. What am I reading? This is actually 2 weeks of comic book pickups here. It's a nice thick stack. So I'm going to go through these and show you what I am reading, what I am enjoying. First one, I love the first issue, but Doctor Doom #2 right here. Christopher Cantwell, I don't remember anything else that he's written before, but I really enjoyed issue 1. I thought it was really good. This one right here is Fallen Angels #1. I lost a little bit of X-Men street cred because I had no idea that there were 2 Psylocks. I knew that Betsy Braddock was the original Psylocke, and then she turned into a ninja, and apparently there was a second character named Quanon or something. And this right here on the cover, Fallen Angels #1, this is the variant cover, by the way. That right there is not Betsy Braddock. That's Quanon. I don't know how to pronounce her name, but that is the character that Betsy Braddock switched bodies with. And she's now in her original body, and she is still Psylocke-ish, and she apparently has adopted the nickname Psylocke, even though it's not really Psylocke. I know it's confusing, ladies and gentlemen. I know it's confusing, but I'm just as confused as you are. So I'm going to read the issues, see what I think, and determine if I'm going to continue on. This one right here is Ghost Rider #2. I was intrigued enough with Ghost Rider #1 to pick this issue up. What was cool about this is Danny Ketch and Johnny Blaze are both in it. So I'm interested to see where this story goes. We'll see if I continue on with it. This one right here, I am very, very far behind on. This is Immortal Hulk. The issues that I have read, I have really enjoyed, but this is issue 26. I think I'm like 10 to 12 issues behind on Immortal Hulk, but I will play catch up. This one right here is New Mutants #1, and this is the Art Germ variant. So, giggity, right there. Magic. So this one right here, Punisher. I'm a big Punisher fan, so I picked this one up. Punisher Soviet #1. It is a Max comic, so it's going to be super violent, super adultish, like this channel. Which, by the way, according to my analytics, 98% of you are over the age of 18. So I just designated this channel as adult only. So for the 1.7% of you that were watching that were under 18, you probably are not watching this video right now. But anyway, sorry about that. Punisher Soviet #1. I'll check it out. The art looks really good inside. The art is, I'm not sure because it doesn't have the name on the front. X-Force #1. This is a pretty divisive comic. I posted something about picking this up and people are like, I hated it. I didn't understand the ending. It was stupid. I'm not sure about it. Benjamin Percy is the writer. I have not read it yet. It's a cool cover. It looks like Jim Lee artwork. Dustin Weaver is the artist on the cover, but X-Force #1. X-Men #2, Jonathan Hickman. X-Men #2, really interested in this one. Of the new X books that I have read so far, and again, this stack I haven't read any of these, but the ones that I'm most interested in are X-Men and Marauders, actually. Kitty Pryde's book. I really, really enjoyed that. It actually reminded me a lot of classic Chris Claremont X-Men, reading Marauders. So check that one out if you're into like 80s-ish, late 80s X-Men. I got this one, Batman Universe, number 5. And I really like this title. These are actually like reprints of comics that were in like the Batman Giant books, which I think were like Walmart exclusives. When Walmart issues those big giant comic books, they took all of the, I guess, Batman stories and put them in this Batman universe. It's really great, is what I'll say about Batman Universe. So check it out. The art is awesome. Nick Darrington, Brian Michael Bendis. I really enjoy it. So Batman Universe. And then Event Leviathan number 6. I hopefully will find out who the hell is this Leviathan character. They haven't really given much away about the character yet. It's the final issue, so they better tell us who the hell it is. And then these last two in my comic book haul have acetate covers, so I'm going to show you these. But I got City of Bane. I have finally started catching up on Tom King's run on Batman, and I just got through the Nightmare issues. He did like an entire frickin', I think it was like 6 to 8 issues where Batman is literally just having nightmares because he, spoiler alert, minor spoiler alert, gets captured and is being pumped full of scarecrow toxin gas. So each issue is literally a nightmare. Finally got through that, and now I'm getting caught up with the story. I don't want to give any other spoilers away other than Bane is one of the antagonists, as well as one other character, which I will not tell you who, because that would be a spoiler. But here's the acetate cover. So I like things that are clear and plastic. Look at that. Oh, that's a spoiler. Frick! Didn't know that was going to be there. Sorry about that, but yeah, if you know who that is. Oh my God, that's a freaking huge spoiler. Sorry about that. Hey, look, the back is also acetate, and there's Batman Damned. But, yeah. So, anyway, there you go. There's some information about Batman. Check it out. It's a really good, long arc by Tom King. And this is his final arc with the book. And then here's it. Hopefully, this is not another spoiler. This is, it says Legion of Doom. This is Justice League. This is another acetate cover. And let's see what this reveals here. There's the Legion of Doom. And yes, so if you haven't been reading Justice League, you have no frickin' clue who that is. And I'm so behind on Justice League, I know very little about that character. So I'm looking forward to playing catch-up. I really need to play catch-up with my comics. I'm so far behind. Maybe I should probably pick up less comics to catch up. But yeah, that's just me. I collect a lot of comics. Let's move on to the pickups, the collectible pickups, because toys are for kids. These are not for kids. What toys do kids buy nowadays besides like and frickin'... So yeah, these are for adults, especially this, because I don't know any kids that are buying this. I recently completed 2 Vintage Joe items, including this one. This is the Mobat, so you've already seen this in a previous video. I got this at Retro Madness, and it came with the figure, the driver Steeler, and look what I got. He is now complete. I bought his helmet, his visor, and his Uzi on eBay, and now that's a complete Steeler. Really, really cool there, and yes, I know he's holding the Uzi very awkwardly by the magazine there, the clip, whatever the hell that's called. I'm not a gun guy, guys. Sorry if I call it by the wrong terminology. The thing that holds the bullets, he's holding it by, because I don't want to snap his damn thumb off. The thumb will snap if you put too much pressure on these old G.I. Joe figures. So that's how he's going to hold the gun. Very awkwardly and incorrect. But no broken thumb. So there you go. Completed Mobat. Pure nostalgic love right there. And then the other thing that I completed is this Triple T Sergeant Slaughter tank. It now has missiles, bam, and bam, and it also has an engine cover. So I picked this one up off of eBay. I told Mrs. CINCY, oh, I think my engine cover is going to arrive today. and you would not believe the look of confusion and bewilderment on her face. Sergeant Slaughter, I got a thing for tanks apparently. I completed the Mobat, I completed the Triple T. The engine's covered now, and I am frickin' happy. So there you go. There's Sergeant frickin' Slaughter. Alright, so if you follow my channel, you know that I am collecting the Convention, FSS, and regular 25th Tiger Force and Slaughter's Marauders figures, and I picked up a hard one to find. This is a G.I. Joe Convention exclusive. This came in a multi-pack, and the multi-pack, I think it sold for $380 at the con, and now it's going for even more. But here's his file card, and you can see that it is Tiger Force Stalker, and here he is in all his glory. Look at that. By far the best looking modern Stalker, in my personal opinion, that we've seen so far. Absolutely awesome. Look at that Stalker. Comes with the rifle there, and he comes with some tiger stripe pants, and he looks awesome. He's got a removable little beret. The pistol was missing. It was shown on the eBay auction, but it was missing. So I reached out to the seller, and he's actually looking for a replacement gun. But as of right now, I just have the wrong gun in there, just a replacement gun to go in the holster. But he's awesome. I absolutely love this figure. So there's Tiger Force Stalker. He's going to go great alongside Duke and Flint, which I also have in Tiger Force, and Outback. I have a ton of Tiger Force figures still on card. I have not opened them yet. I'm every day I'm tempted to just go into that closet and just start ripping these things open. But I've held off. I'm going to try and keep them on card because they look great on card. I'm going to try and find them loose so that I can make this nice big loose Tiger Force modern display. But there, once again, because I love it so much, is Stalker. Alright, I got 4 more pickups here. These are all newer figures that I found at stores. I found one of these at Best Buy. I found 2 of these at GameStop. And then I got one of them from Hasbro Pulse. So first things first, the one that I got at Best Buy is IG-11, who is freaking awesome in The Mandalorian. If you have not watched The Mandalorian yet, do yourself a favor. Get Disney Plus, watch The Mandalorian. The Mandalorian, the first episode of The Mandalorian, in my personal opinion, is the best Star Wars anything since the original trilogy. But I absolutely loved the first episode of Mandalorian, and after watching the scene with IG-11, I needed this figure. And I need the Hot Toys figure too. I think I might pre-order the Hot Toys figure. It's not due out for an entire year, so I have some time to think about that. But as of right now, I really want that figure because that scene in the first episode of Mandalorian with the Mandalorian and IG-11 was so cool. I found this one at GameStop. This is the Yavin Ceremony Luke Skywalker. Pretty cool. So I got the second to last 2-pack in this Batman vs. TMNT GameStop exclusive set. I got Mikey and Alfred. And there they are, looking awesome. Mikey's got his skateboard. But I'm going to take these out of box as well. And I'm going to show you my Batman vs. TMNT Detolf shelf. Because I have a whole shelf dedicated to that movie. And then the last pickup here, which I'm going to show you here, is a 3-pack, Marvel Legends 3-pack with Wolverine in a lighter yellow color, which I'll do a comparison shot too. When I show you these, because I think these are going to replace the ones that are currently on the X-Men shelf. I'll show you the difference between the color and the yellow and the Wolverine. I'm going to add Jean Grey finally to that shelf, which is going to complete that shelf for me. And then I'm going to add Bomber Jacket Cyclops to that shelf too, just because I like the way it looks and it's cool. But there you go. Love Triangle Marvel Legends X-Men 3-pack. These are going to be opened up. You're going to see these on the shelf. I'm excited to show you the collection, or part of the collection at least, these shelves. But let's get to it. All right, here we go with a little mini showcase on this 3-pack, this X-Men 3-pack. With Jean, Cyclops, and Wolverine. I have some other figures out here to show you comparison in color, comparison in sculpt and whatnot, or at least that jacket versus the non-jacket. And then I have a couple other Cyclopses out here because I'm pretty sure one of these head sculpts is a classic Cyclops versus a more 90s Cyclops right there. So I'm going to try that head sculpt on a couple of 80s style Cyclops figures. But to start, let me just show you these guys up close. So here is Jean Grey. She comes with two different head sculpts. This one kind of looks a little sleepy to me. Something about the eyes. But this is probably the head sculpt I'll keep on her just because I like the way the hair looks on the figure. But there is Jean Grey. She has additional articulation from her previous release. Double jointed knees, there's a thigh cut. I don't remember what the articulation was on the previous. I used to have the previous release, and that one got really pricey, but I know that this one has better articulation. And then here is the additional head sculpt that you get. This one is very, very reminiscent of the way she looked from the 90s cartoon, the X-Men cartoon. And I know that because I've been watching it on Disney+. So there you go, there's another head sculpt there. Here is the Cyclops, and you can immediately tell it's a different shade of yellow than the previous Cyclops. It's a lighter yellow versus a more orange yellow, which is on the previous Cyclops right there. But what I like about it is the bomber jacket. I think the bomber jacket looks great. It's a softer plastic, so you can move it around and stuff. It's not, I mean, it's still a hard plastic, but it's not, you know, non-movable. This is a cool material. I like this material for a leather jacket. But I really like the way this one looks. But just to show you a quick comparison, let me go ahead and bring forward the previous Cyclops. And there is how they look next to each other. So you can clearly tell a difference in the yellows there. A more orange yellow with the previous one, a more yellow with the newer one. And to be honest with you, I'm not sure right now which one I'm going to include in my display because it looks like, you know, Jean is more orange yellow. I don't know if I should keep this one in there to be more consistent, but I do like the other Wolverine more. So I'll just have to play around with it before I show you the next clip and show you which ones I have selected for the X-Men display. And these two head sculpts, they do come with this figure right here, as well as that hand, which he can use to shoot his optic blasts. But this one right here, I got a 80s vibe from. So I'm going to pop this on these two figures and show you how they look. And then I'm going to pop this head sculpt on this figure right here and show you how that looks. But first, I want to show you the Wolverine. So let me go ahead and move these guys back. And move old Logan forward. So there you have the comparison. The previous Wolverine figure, the new Wolverine figure, and I gotta say I really like the bone claws. I think the storyline was called Fatal Attraction, where he got his adamantium ripped out of his body. So, I don't know. I really like that storyline back in the, I think it was the early 90s. So I will probably keep this version in my display. I do like the lighter yellow of Wolverine on this one, so I'll probably keep that one in with the bone claws, at least for now. But he does come with the regular adamantium claws. He does come with a unmasked head sculpt as well as a mask you can hang around his neck. I'm not a huge fan of this head sculpt, mostly because of the hair. The way that I remember Wolverine in the 80s and 90s is he had hair, and it, you know, it's kind of ridiculous if you think about it now, but it kind of shot up into points, much like his mask. And that was the Wolverine that I grew up with. So when I don't see, you know, the extreme pointed hair, I don't know, it doesn't really feel as much like Wolverine to me. So I'll probably not use the unmasked head sculpt. He does come with this head sculpt too. This is a new one. Kind of a yelling, snarling, and then battle damage right there. But those are the additional head sculpts and accessories. There, once again, is the comparison in color. I do prefer this color of yellow versus this more orange one. So next segment, I'm going to pop this head sculpt onto this figure, show you how it looks, and then I'm going to pop a couple of these Cyclops heads onto some of these figures here. So I will be right back. Alright, I did some head swaps here, and I put this one that really reminds me of a more 80s look of Cyclops onto this 80s Cyclops body. I think it looks pretty good. I think it looks alright. But this one right here is the one that I really, really like. I think that looks awesome. I think that looks great on that figure, and I'm probably going to display it this way with the unmasked head sculpt on the new bomber jacket body. I think that looks fantastic. And then I put this head sculpt, which comes with the new Wolverine, onto this Wolverine. I obviously didn't put this mask on because that's a different shade of yellow, but I gotta say, I really like the way this looks right here. I think that looks awesome. So I will probably keep this looking like that, keep this looking like that. Not sure about this one. I think the neck might be a little too long. There's something that's not right about this one right here. But let me try this head on the X Factor body and show you how that one looks. And I think I've decided to put these two in my Jim Lee X-Men display in my Detolf. Just because, you know, it's Cyclops and Jean Grey. They should kind of match up a little bit color-wise. So I just think that this shade of orangish yellow matches up with this shade of orangish yellow better, and I'm probably going to have them displayed like that. So let me do one more head sculpt and I'll be right back. Alright, I got this head sculpt on the Cyclops X Factor body, and I do say that I do prefer this more than that body. I don't know. I think it looks better on this body here, but I'm probably still not going to display it with that head sculpt because I really like this head sculpt that they included with the X Factor Cyclops. So I'll probably just swap that back, add those three to my case, and then let me go ahead and do that. I'm going to put these in the case. I'm going to show you the shelf, the 90s X-Men shelf. I'm going to show you my current Black Series shelf, and I'm going to show you my shelf of Batman versus TMNT, and then we'll wrap it up. Alright, so here's one of my favorite shelves in my entire collection. It's my 90s Jim Lee X-Men shelf. So let me just show you what I got here. Got Storm back there on a flight stand. Got Archangel. I felt like he was a good centerpiece just because of the way he looked and how big his wings were. So he's kind of like a back centerpiece on this shelf. Got him on a flight stand. Got Rogue on a flight stand. Next to Rogue, of course, I got to have Gambit. Got Colossus there. Beast. Psylocke. Formerly Quanon, who I just found out about. Here's Wolverine, the new Wolverine that I decided to put in there. I think it looks great with that yellow. I like it in there a lot. Of course, you got to have Professor Xavier in his hover chair. Cyclops, Jean Grey, new Jean Grey from the 3-pack. We've got Jubilee behind Jean, Iceman, and Bishop to round it out. So there you go. I love this shelf. This is such an awesome looking shelf. But there is my 90s Jim Lee X-Men shelf. Now complete. I guess I could probably squeeze Forge in there, but I don't know. I don't want it to look too cluttered. I just really love the way this looks right now. Very awesome. Alright, here's another shelf. This is kind of a sneak peek of my entire collection. I'm showing you select shelves in this video. Might be my last toy-related video on YouTube, so got to go out with a bang. But, you know, I am going to do a collection video, just probably not going to be on YouTube because I'm kind of scared of that horse crap that's going on with frickin' Kappa. Anyway, on to more positive things. This is my TMNT versus Batman shelf. So we got the 4 turtles now. Raph, Leo, Mikey, Donnie. There's the difference in size there between the 4. We have the exclusive Mikey dressed as Batman holding the pizza. And there's Alfred, kind of disgusted by the pizza there, holding it with 2 fingers. We've got good old Batman There's Damien back there. And Batgirl. So there's only 2 more that I'm missing. The 2-pack that has not come out yet. It's due to release in December. It is Ra's al Ghul and Shredder. So they will fit in there. I'll probably elevate them since they're the only bad guys on this shelf. But I'm liking the way this looks. I have this entire Detolf right here. I'm not going to show you right now because I'm going to save that for the collection tour. But this entire Detolf, from the bottom up, is all turtles. So I think this is a very, very fun, cool shelf for a great movie. Awesome movie. I loved it. But there you go. All right, and here you go. So I did pick up this IG-11 here from The Mandalorian, and wow, they look awesome next to each other. I know this figure is not the best as far as articulation goes. It's pretty limited, but you can't deny how freaking awesome they look next to each other, especially if you've watched episode 1 of The Mandalorian. So I have them front and center in my Star Wars Detolf shelf, just because that's my favorite thing right now, Star Wars. So let me go through here and I'll show you what I got going on. So we got a battle droid back there. We got this dude who was kind of a waste. Got cut in half. Really tall though. Look at how tall he is. Got Rey from episode 9. Hopefully that's good. We have a Sith Trooper hanging out back there. Episode 9. Hopefully they have, some screen time since they look so cool. We got Mace. Anakin from episode 3. Obi-Wan from episode 1. Dr. Aphra. I really love these 3 right here. Dr. Aphra and the Murder Droids. Because that comic was so fun. I love that comic. And I like her character, so I don't know. It's just a fun character. I love the Murder Droids. They're crazy, but I like them. We've got this new Obi-Wan, this Walgreens exclusive Clone Wars Obi-Wan, which I absolutely love. I think this is a fantastic figure. This might go into consideration for top 10 of the year, just because I love that head sculpt. I just love the overall look of this figure. And then we have a R2 down there. I have R2 decked out with the little jets on the side, since I have him in kind of his episode 3 Revenge of the Sith look next to Anakin, so that's where he is there. And then we have Cal Kestis. I'm not sure if you'll see that little droid. Oh, there he is. There's Cal's droid back there. And then we have some original trilogy figures right here. We've got Ceremonial Luke, Bespin Han, Hoth Leia, Yoda. Love this Yoda. Look at that Yoda. But that is my Black Series shelf right now. I really like it. I like it a lot. I've sold off a lot of my Black Series, but these right here, I'm extremely, extremely happy with. I love the way they look. Alright, so that's it for now. Hopefully you guys like the footage of the shelves, the Detolf shelves. I'm not the best action figure poser. Plus, there's a lot of figures on a lot of these shelves, so I don't really have the room to pose them as dynamically as I'd like to. I would like to get more flight stands, though, and have more of the flying characters flying, because I think that makes sense. But hopefully you liked what you saw there. But thank you for watching, liking, commenting, subscribing, and sharing if you like this video. Please give a thumbs up. I appreciate it. Changes are coming. I will have all of these videos that you have been watching on YouTube on my Patreon account as free videos. So all my haul videos will continue to be free videos. So follow me and follow my Patreon account. Again, patreon.com/CincyNerd. And again, if you're in the position to help the channel grow and contribute money to the Patreon account, that money will not be used to buy toys. I buy all my own toys with my own money, but the money will be used to upgrade equipment, like maybe getting a new camera, since I'm still using my iPhone 8 to film these things. Maybe new lighting, maybe new editing software. I don't know, something that's going to help the channel do better and look better. So that's what any of the Patreon funds will be going towards. But I can let you know that there will be tiers. There are tiers that I've set up on the Patreon account, which will get you additional footage, exclusive content, additional stuff. So again, check it out if you are interested. But that's it for now. I'll see you guys soon, and adios. By the way, I haven't said this in a long time. To close out a video, I'm going to bring it back. Have fun collecting.